too much in the background. And
Yeah. All right, so welcome back to the show, everyone. Today we have Mr. Paul. I don't know how to say your last name.
Odendahl.
Odendahl. All right, and he is with Destination for Education. Paul, welcome to the show. How are you doing today?
I'm doing very well, Skyler. Thank you for inviting me to the show. Looking forward to spending some time with you and your audience.
We're looking forward to spending time with you. So, first of all, we're just going to ask you a couple questions today. We're going to start with your multiple personalities that so many people have said that you've had. Tell me about them.
Well, that's an interesting place to start, Skyler. Thanks a lot, my friend. Multiple personalities. What happened was recently, I think we all have multiple personalities. Recently, I met a gentleman by the name of Mark Borsman that specifically works with a personality test that they do to see what type of personality you are. And there's 4 distinct types. And then also does what they call a business x-ray, where he'll examine your business and then make recommendations on a better business operating system. What was interesting about the personality part, and I found funny as you laughed a little bit as we started our show here, was that when he came back to me, he's like, Paul, you have 4 very distinct personalities. And I'm like, okay. And being an older person who's seen many different TV shows over his lifetime, I said, do I need to be medicated and put in an institution? And he started laughing and he said, no, it's actually a positive thing. But he went over the 4 different personalities. And the one thing that he pointed out was that you're in, which I guess is a blessing, you're in the top 5% of these types of personalities in the world. And one of the things that is a concern is that you will be very difficult to coach. And he runs a coaching business. So I'm like, okay. But he continues to work with me and try to coach me. And sometimes we bump heads. So it was interesting to find out that there was 4 distinct personalities. I don't think I'm crazy. It's a blessing that I get an opportunity to meet young people like you and interact with young people like you. But I guess the 4 personalities leads to one very strong personality that wants to just assist people as much as I can. So it's not a dangerous thing. You don't have to laugh, Skyler.
Right. And like I said, we did a podcast on personality. If you're watching the real thing, it'll be up in one of these corners. So you were, 4 years in the insurance, right? You helped with a variety of things ranging from licensing to continuing education. So
almost 40 years. Did you say 4 or 40?
Look, I think I said 4.
Oh, no, it's almost 40, Skyler. You weren't here yet. No, it's been a long time. Well, 1982. So where are we? We're in 2021. So 39 years. Yeah. So it's been a few years in the insurance business, and it has been a humongous blessing. It has been a very good blessing to me, my family, and more importantly, the opportunity to help the needs of a lot of people. So it's an amazing career, an amazing opportunity to, with a servant's heart, help other people, and specifically with their needs, their insurance needs. So almost 40 there, 40 years there, young man. 40, not 4. So do you have a specific question about the insurance business?
Well, let me see. Not yet on the insurance. I do have on your driver education side, I have questions about that. So what are your classes like compared this 2020 compared to 2019? How are they compared?
All right, good question. If you don't mind, I want to talk a little bit about that side. That's a very passionate side of mine, though the insurance industry has been a great career. So it's been almost 25 years. It's been 24 years, 1997, that I got involved in driver education. And what a tremendous blessing. I spend a majority of my time working with young drivers. You look like a young man, a young, successful man. Young drivers like yourself, in helping try to save their lives every day We have way too many young people in this country that pass every day. So you asked specifically what's changed from, say, 2019 to 2020. Well, in 2019, leading into 2020, up to March of 2020, I had taught almost 2,700 classes. So I'm at 2684 to be exact. And most of the education's been classroom, which has been a blessing. And it's been where my heart has been and where I've taught all my life. So you're in a classroom with students like yourself where I'm touching, talking, feeling, communicating with in person students. And it's been a tremendous blessing because not only have I had the opportunity to meet a lot of young, great people, they interact with me on a regular basis. I give them my number, they reach out to me. I had a young man call me recently and he said, Paul, I just want to let you know that I've been doing a great job of listening to you about speeding. I've reduced my speed dramatically. I'm paying more attention. I have a friend who's having a few issues. Can you please talk to him? I want to put him on the phone. That's a blessing. But what has happened is with COVID in 2020, the number of classes that I've taught in classroom has decreased dramatically. So up to that point, me and my group of people that work with me, we've taught between 200 and 250 classes a year. This past year, March leading to this meeting with you today, we've only taught 6. So classroom education has really come to a standstill here in New York based on what's happening with the COVID virus. So that's not a good thing. I've had to make a transition. And the blessing of the transition is going to a virtual world, which your young generation is used to. And this is an example of it. And the blessings of going to a virtual world, there is a silver lining. I'm always looking for the silver lining. There is a silver lining to 2021. And here's an example. I wouldn't have met you.
Right.
So in this virtual world, I've had an opportunity to meet people. And yesterday is an example. Between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m., I spoke to 15 people in that 6 hours. And I spoke to people in India, the United Kingdom, the Ukraine, and Australia yesterday, besides people in the United States. So I get an opportunity to have an influence on young drivers, on insurance professionals, not only all over the United States, or not only just locally in a classroom where I taught at Dutchess Community College or Dutchess Bosie's, but all over the world. And it's a huge blessing. Thank you for asking, because there has been a big difference.
Yeah, I can see that. So your rooms are looking as empty as what's behind me here. Ain't nobody here. So
yeah, unfortunately, you can't actually meet them at this point.
Yep. So COVID has affected you, obviously.
Absolutely.
Well, not you personally, but for a business side of it. But you've helped people build those relationships, and especially with small businesses as well, if I'm right.
Yeah, what another very positive thing that's come from this COVID pandemic, and my prayers go out to all of those who have been affected. I just got off a phone call with the New York and actually national marketing manager for a company. Him and his wife are just right now at the end of going through 3 weeks of COVID. One of the other additional blessings or silver lining that's come out of it is we launched an app in December, which was launched on the Play Store, the Apple Store, and which will be launched on the Google Play Store in 9 days, called Amy Social. So my vision, my goal, my passion has always been to assist small businesses in their growth, or to assist a young man like you in building his business. And I'm very proud to see what you've done so far in your podcast business. And now we have the first totally artificial intelligence social media tool that can help businesses, and it's really geared towards small businesses, help them, assist them in promoting their business through social media. So a lot of people are paying a lot of money to different companies to offer that assistance, but this is artificial intelligence where you build the content with Amy. Actually, Amy builds the content and you can tweak it, change it slightly if you'd like, or you can write it all yourself. I don't have time to write content. And then you send it out over the social media platforms, and it gets sent out over Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Instagram. And then it does the marketing for you while you're doing other things like talking to Skyler on a podcast, which is a blessing. And then it comes back in 30 days and says, Paul, here's what we found while we were out there. Here's articles we found from RSS feeds out there that are pertinent to your business. And here's a recommendation from artificial intelligence on what the hot topics are and what's happening out there right now and how you may want to send your content out for the next 30 days. Right. So it's not the program for everyone, and some people like to have control, but there's many of us small business owners that want to build our business and don't have time to build content and do social media marketing. So Amy will give you that ability to do that at a very reasonable cost. So I've been really blessed to offer that in the Apple Store, and it's going to become available in the Google Play Store in the next 9 days, approximately the next 9 days. So it's really, really a great opportunity to help a lot of small businesses, which is my passion.
And you'll be able to find that link down below. This is the website, what it looks like. And you also have a demo on there, which I watched it. It's very...
Yeah, thank you for the feedback, Skyler. There is a demo, and it is great if anyone who is watching this podcast would go specifically to my link or specifically reach out to me about the opportunity, because we do have a sales force. I'm a sales partner. I'm at the top of the chain of the sales partners, but we are compensated based on our links. So that particular link is linked to me. And not only do you get an opportunity to utilize that program, but you also got the support of me and any type of relationship marketing and small business growth that you may need. And I'm here to assist. That's what I do. That's my passion, is to help small businesses grow. This is going to be an outstanding tool, and I think it's going to be the 2021 app of the year.
Well, your link will definitely be below. So
thank you, Skyler. Yep.
Okay, then that's the last part of it.
And it ties into one other thing that's something I would like to speak about, if it's okay, which is Alignable. So Alignable is a small business marketing platform or network market that is not LinkedIn, that is not Facebook, but that is in between those two marketing platforms. And specifically, it's geared towards small businesses and has about 6 million small businesses on the platform. So it's an excellent place for you, Skyler, as an example, to promote your business and promote the opportunity for other people to have an opportunity to be on a podcast and share their passion and their vision. And it's a great opportunity for someone like me who wants to help small businesses grow to promote Amy and my relationship marketing that I do. So that's a great platform, Alignable. It's a great network. We've just started developing groups in May of 2020, another blessing, silver lining that came out of this COVID pandemic. And now we have some very large groups. I lead the insurance industry group, which is my career. And we collaborate and network with one another and support one another as small businesses, which is what small businesses should do.
Right. And that link will be down below as well. I like using Alignable. I've seen to have gotten the most use out of it. So
that's good. That's great feedback to hear from you, Skyler, because I work very hard, very close with the CEO, Eric Roves, and Sue Brook, who's the manager of building the small groups for Alignable. And we're doing, I think, a really good job, and we're getting a lot of positive feedback from small businesses. So that's a good thing.
Right. And so when you go on your main website, which I don't have at the second, but it's 2 pillars, and it's your insurance side and then your driver's side there. And I believe your driver's side is digital defense driving, right?
Correct. Yeah. When you go to my website, it's destination, the digit 4, education, all one word, like you would do if you went out on the internet. Destination, the digit 4, education at .com. My email is at Gmail. So destination, the digit 4, education.com. And it seems that you're pulling these things up on the screen, which is I'm very thankful for, Skyler. But if you pull that up, you would see that we added to the family of that website recently my other pillar of business, which is driver education, which you asked me about earlier, and that's digitaldefensivedriving.com. And we may see that on the screen in a minute. But destination, the digit 4 education. So that's the website where across our nation people come for insurance education, insurance licensing, insurance continuing education to keep their license in force. And I tutor and I mentor people within the industry also. But if you scroll down a little bit, Skyler, you will see we added to the family digitaldefensivedriving.com. And if you click on find out more, you'll see that it takes you right specifically to the defensive driving page that gives you additional information on what you offer in driver safety. And something that's going to be coming new in New York very soon that I'm pretty excited about will be the 5-hour pre-licensing class for individuals who need to complete that before they can set for the road test. That's going to become an online program that's going to be available, and we'll be offering that on our website also. Right now, we offer different courses. The primary thing that we offer online is the point and insurance reduction class, where you can reduce points on your license and you can also save money on your automobile insurance. And we've been doing that here in New York since 2009. So we've been doing that for quite some time.
Yeah. And I believe that is all except for, let me see. Yeah, I believe that's it. So sum up here, you've got the insurance side, you've got the driver's side, you're launching, or you have launched the new Amy
Social to help small businesses. And we started out by trying to make sure everyone understands I'm not crazy, even if there are four distinct personalities. But thank you for laughing about that and smiling about that, Skyler.
Yeah. And we'll talk, of course, more after the show. And I thank you for being here today.
Thank you. I appreciate the opportunity. Great show.
Yeah, of course. And we wish you well.
Thank you. Have a great day.